And I was asking him for something. And the older brother was talking to me. And he was just sitting down listening. And at the point, just said, "Speak up." To his older brother, said, "Speak up now." And even I was shocked. Like, I'm not complaining about the tone of about his volume, but that's how he is. You see, I noticed these things about them. So even when we eat on the table, there's a dynamics that goes on. You see, my wife is so intent about, don't eat your meat till you finish your food. And I've seen 3 different approaches in my children. My older daughter, she will finish her food, then she'll eat her meat. But she never gets tired of saying, "Mommy, can I have more meat?" I don't say, "Why?" She said, "Because so I can do this thing. If you give me more meat, then I will do this thing." There's always a transaction. And she never gets tired. Even though my wife doesn't give in, she always thinks of a new way the next day. "So, what do you want me to do for you if I get more meat?" Everything is transactional. So she's still trying to figure out what to do to get that more meat. That's her. She's an entrepreneur. My second son, or my first son, he will even look at it and say, "Mom, your meat is too small. Let me give you mine." I will be forcing him, eat your meat." He says, "No. Okay, I'll give it to you." You know, that kind of thing. He's always trying to be empathetic. Not trying, he's empathetic. But my third son, number one, he will eat that meat first. No matter what you tell him, he must eat that meat first. He will eat that meat first. And if he's done with his meat, God save your own meat. That's exactly how he is. You see, as a parent, I've realized this. I didn't realize this as humor. It's serious to me, because I should be able to tell them this is who you are. So when my daughter tells me I want to start a business, or I want to be entrepreneurial, I should not tell her, no, you shouldn't. No, I shouldn't kill that in her. You see that my first son, if he does entrepreneurial work, no. The staff will take from him, the customers will take from him, everybody will take from him. But my third son, God help the client if he doesn't slap the client for not speaking up. He's an advocate. He fights for people. That's what he is. Some of you, your parents needed to have noticed things about you. And they needed to have stored it in their heart. Some of you will not have this confusion you have today if your parents said, "Do you know when you were 3 years old you did this?" Then you realize you are not weird. You are not weird. You are just special. A lot of you are covering up yourself because you think you are weird. None of us is weird. We are just wired. We are wired to be who we are, to do what we should do. That's why when I meet people, I tell them immediately what I think about them. You know, I told you immediately, and I'm telling you now, use that thing you have. You have to have a way of telling people to do stuff that they will say they don't want to do. It's a gift. It's a gift. You understand? Some of you need to realize the gifts you have. You need to realize it. But we've accumulated a lot of voices on our true voice. On our true voice. Some of you are advocates. Advocacy is your thing. You're always thinking about how the government is getting it wrong, how they're ignoring some particular things. When you watch the news, you leave angry. And people just say, "What's your own now? Can't just ignore them. What's your business?" They don't understand that you are wired differently. You're an advocate. And once you start leaning into your advocacy, you would realize how people will gather around you. There's a popular guy, VDM. VDM is an advocate. That's what he is. He's an advocate. And he has leaned into it. Started out, what was he doing? Hair locking. That's what VDM was doing. Who knew him when he was hair locking? Nobody. But immediately he got that his ring light and started talking about, it seemed like if nobody had challenged anything before. Look, I'll tell you one thing. Our society, if we do not sort out the small issues, those little issues, those simple issues in society, the complexities of business will never be resolved. They will never be resolved. Some of you are doing entrepreneurial work, you are running a restaurant, running a this, running a that, but then Your staff, they're giving you headache. It's not their fault. I'm telling you, it's not their fault. You know, sometimes they're not empathetic. We will talk about what McDonald's is doing, what Apple is doing. I stopped telling people about all those US companies because our societies are different. Those people have solved the basic problems. That's why they have solved the complex issues in business. Look, the other day I went out with my family and we went to a restaurant and we got there pretty late. And the lady that was taking our orders and serving it, she said, please, sir, can you please hurry up? On a good day, that should offend me because I'm paying money to be here and you've not closed. But then I thought about it. She said something. I said, please, can you please hurry up? Where I stay is far. Some people will get offended, but those people are not empathetic. To be honest with you, what she was trying to say is that if I stay one more hour, I could get robbed. I could get robbed. I could be standing at a bus stop and I will get robbed. When she says it's far, I understand what she means. It means that it could affect my coming to work early tomorrow. It means that my sleep is counted. You are going to deny me of the 4-hour sleep that is not even enough. Because we've not sorted out things in Nigeria. Because the roads are still bad. Security is a problem. She's going to a place whereby shouldn't be far. She should just use a train that will take her there in 10 minutes. She has to use 5 buses. Then you come and start motivating that person about what Apple employees are doing. Apple in the US? Are you kidding me? If you understand what people are having to scale to show up at your work, you would applaud them instead of saying, check out what I saw in the US. When I went to the US, see how they are doing things. No. We've not sorted out the small things, the basic things of society. So the complexities of business will always be there. They would always be there. And you know what it is to sort out the basic of society? Is each of you occupying the right place in business. Somebody has to jack government and say, look, go and fix that road. That's what VDM is doing in Abuja. I stay in Abuja, VDM stays in Abuja. The guy calls out the, what's his name, Wike, calls him out, said, he'll take his camera and say, Wike, see this place. Come and fix it tomorrow. By tomorrow, I give you tomorrow to fix it. And they'll come and fix it. One individual, not in office, using his voice. If I should do it, they'll come and carry me because I don't have that truth in me. But he does it. He's not scared to go to jail. And he's getting bigger because he's using his truth, not his trauma, his truth. That's why if they say VDM called you out, you go and arrange yourself. What is special about him? It's his truth. Once you start working in your truth, you realize that things will begin to look up in society. Some of you need to start doing that humanitarian work. You are thinking about those people that are going to Libya, going through Libya to Europe, and you just can't stop thinking about them. How do they get back? You are thinking about people in Nigeria. There's trouble everywhere. People are being attacked in their homes and their farms. They need things. But you can't stop thinking about them. You cannot stop thinking about them. The truth is, someone say, but I don't have the money. No, it doesn't start with the money. It starts with leaning into it first. And you'll be surprised how the money will find you. Once you lean into your truth, your audience will become attracted to you immediately. A lot of you are doing entrepreneurial work. You have no business with business card, letterhead, proposal. No, that's not your thing. Some of you are charitable. You know what charity is? You always think of less privilege and how to give to them. Some of you are charitable. Look, my first son, highly charitable. That boy tells me in future, I would encourage him. I wouldn't tell you what would that make you in future. Can you build a house from that? If he does it, it will take him far because it is his truth. Some of you are charitable. The interesting one is labor. Labor has been abused. Do you know what labor is? Labor is having a skill that you might have gone to school to learn or something you can do. But then somebody else wants you to use that skill on their time and they are willing to pay you for it. It's what they call being an employee. That thing has been since the 90s, since when these tech guys came and disrupted the whole world. We begin to look down at employee work. A salary is something that steals your dream. A salary is something they use to buy you away from your destiny. A salary is this. Those things are lies. Some people would have to work salary jobs. Some people, their truth is to work under other people. Some people are so good at it. They know how to keep to time. They know not how to extend breaks. They know how to be model employees. It is not a belittling thing. It's an incredible thing. We've abused this so much. You know yourself. My wife is one such person. My wife is a model employee. Model. If you tell her we resume at 9 o'clock, she will be there at 9:50. If you tell her we close at 6 o'clock, she will not go as 5:59. She will stay at that 6. She looks at what are the rules, and it doesn't stress her to do it. It doesn't stress her. She's a model employee. If my wife should work for you, your company would improve. But if you give her her own business to do, no. Making decisions. She say, should I do this? Should I not do this? Oh, I don't want to make a mistake. But she needs somebody else to make that decision and give her an order. But you see, the world has ridiculed people like my wife. So she feels insecure about being an employee. But that's her superpower. Even if she gets to watch this, she say, no, that's not my superpower. But I'm telling you, that's a superpower. It's a superpower. I'm telling you. Model. Nothing bad about it. Some of us will go into ministry. Ministry is a very important thing because God is important. The subject matter of God is important. That's what holds everything together. See, ministry can be complex because ministry requires the most courage. Do you know what ministry means? Ministry means you do it and accept that God will take care of you. Everybody ministers through their work, but not everybody is in ministry. Ministry is hard, though. I won't lie to you. Because that's where I find myself right now. I find myself in ministry. So when people call me to do stuff, I don't say how much are you going to pay me. I don't. I don't do that. You see, ministry is important. And that's why I see the dynamics in Nigeria. You see some people in ministry, but they complicate things by acting like they're entrepreneurs. Especially if you are like an artist, a singer. We have this thing where this is some debacle about some artist somewhere, and they are like, but Davido gets paid this, Wizkid gets paid this, you must pay me this. But Davido is an entrepreneur. He's not into ministry. If you are doing ministry, God is the one that takes care of you. And it doesn't fail. It doesn't fail. When you ask me to come here, did I say how much I'm going to do? Never. Because by my I've accepted I'm doing. It took me a long time to accept it because people would mock you. You're just giving your knowledge out for free. Because it's a ministry to me. I have a podcast and I want to say this here because everything I will say, you might find it exciting right now, but I can guarantee you by the end of next week, you will forget a lot of what I will say. You just say, that guy made some sense. No. So I want you to listen to my podcast. It's called the TA Podcast. If there's anything you are going to remember that. It's on Spotify, it's on other podcast platforms. Listen to it, and then you'll remember a lot of, because I repeat a lot of things I say in events like this on my podcast. But see, I come to realize that I'm in ministry. I'm in ministry. Not everybody is made for that, but I'm made for that. You understand? I'm made for that. And so sometimes I need to deny myself so that God can take care of me. And He has. Once you lean into it, you will lean into the benefits also. But once you are unstable, you understand, you don't know what you are doing, you struggle for things. So you have artists, gospel artists, or men of God that are like entrepreneurs. They are charging before they do anything. They say it's debatable. It's not that debatable. To be honest with you, it's not. It's just that we are still looking at this American entrepreneur. That guy has private jets now. I should have my own too and stuff like that. But then you should realize that if you're into ministry, you should call it what it is. If you don't know what something is, you abuse it. You see, 7 years ago, I went to my hometown and in Oyo State. And we have this very big tortoise. We have tortoises there. And I love animals. And we got there at a very important time, because at that time, the tortoise had laid eggs. And that's a very rare thing. You don't get to see it every time. And the eggs started to hatch. And they can lay like a clutch of 20 here, 20 there. So you just see those small tortoises coming out of the ground. And they're so cute. So I took 2, and I said, I'm taking 2 back to Abuja with me. And the driver that drove us there, he also took 1. And I looked at him. I didn't want him to take it because I knew what would happen. But he took it. And some months later, I saw him and I asked him, how is your tortoise doing? I said, that tortoise has died now. I said, how? He said, I don't know. That thing was just behaving somehow. I went home, I put it inside water, I gave it fish, it didn't eat the fish, and then it was just behaving, it was just sick, it just died. Immediately I said, number 1, water. Number 2, fish. Tortoise. Then I realized that people do not know the difference between tortoise and turtle. That's why I tell my dad, don't give this person this tortoise. Because I said, don't give it to, because some people just, they like it, but they don't understand it. They just think it has shell, it retracts into its shell, it is a turtle. So they just go and put what, they are so different. What he had was a desert tortoise. You don't put them in water. When you put them in water, they will have hypothermia or whatever it is, and they will die. And number 2, they don't eat fish. They are herbivores. You see, this guy took something, but he abused it because he didn't understand it. He called it something else because it looked like something. Some of you are doing this your business. And like, this business is not working. It's not working because you're not doing. It's not entrepreneurial work you're doing. It's not entrepreneurial work you're doing. Some of you are meant to be into philanthropy. Now, this is the most frustrating one, because Nigeria, we are forgiving a lot of people that we shouldn't forgive, and we are celebrating them. Philanthropy is very important, and we don't have enough philanthropists in Nigeria. Nigeria has a lot of wealthy people. Nigeria has a lot of wealthy people. Wilson, was it easy to organize this thing? Cost a lot of money, right? Yeah, headaches, sleepless nights that he didn't need to have. All he just needed to do was to dream it. But because he didn't have a philanthropist, say, every single year in every single state, I'm going to give this amount of millions to any event that helps young people learn about business. There are people in Nigeria that can do it. And they wouldn't shake. I'm telling you, in this Nigeria, there are people that can give every single state 50 million naira. And that's me even being, not being demanding. 50, every single state dedicated to events like this. But they are not doing it. Instead, they are investing. So they are investors, angel investors. Some people are not meant to be angel investors. They are meant to be philanthropists. They are meant to give. They are meant to give without asking for anything back. Because they can. I'm telling you, there are people who can. But we're still celebrating them. Look, I like the fact that Femi Otedola wrote a book. It's great that he wrote a book. I don't like the fact that he's selling that book. I don't like the fact that he's selling that book. That guy is a multi-billionaire. In any country, he's a billionaire. The reality of the matter, I see people snapping that book. They snap it and they look at it. I just bought my copy. You are paying tax to someone. You are another means of making money. Look, he has the wealth. That book is called Making It Big, or what do you call it? making it big. I don't know what the content is. It might be good. I'm not saying the book is not good, but the approach is questionable. Look, he has the means to make sure that every person coming out of secondary school gets to read that book. Coming out of university, even if he just chooses 2 secondary schools in each state, they all get a copy. You want them to make it big, right? You care so much about this country. Give it to them. Start changing their mind from when they are writing their WAEC or when they graduate. Let them all have it. They have the means, but we celebrate our exploitation. Philanthropists, we need them. We need them if we are to solve the problems in this country. Or else we are still packing things that we cannot use. We are still packing things we cannot use. My wife bought an air fryer some years ago. And she was so excited. Oh, this thing will make my cooking faster and stuff like that. And she was like, okay. The first night, let's use air fryer, no light. So we waited. Okay, we'll wait to use it with this light. Then we tried it with Jen. The thing spoiled the coil of our Jen. So we waited to use this very amazing thing that will make cooking faster. We couldn't make cooking faster for about 2 or 3 days. You see, we are buying things we are not ready for. We are buying cars that our roads cannot allow us drive on. I can guarantee you, if Toyota should see where we are driving our car, they'll say, no. We didn't design this car for this kind of thing. This is not an off-road car that you are using as an off-road. They'll be telling themselves, can you imagine where they are driving this, our Camry, on off-road conditions? They will never think for the life of them that you will drive through the kind of pothole you are driving through. So those things that they are doing, as you see, mechanics, the most common problem mechanics fix in cars are always tire problems. They will tell you, lower arm has broken, upper arm has torn. There's always something. It's always something arm. Because Toyota did not think those things will break if you are driving on good roads. We bring those things here, but we are not ready for them. Because somebody needs to go to government and say, fix this road. So, I hope that makes sense to you. To tie this all up, think of it like a hospital. Think of it like a hospital. What I'm saying, the ecosystem like a hospital. When you are sick, where do you go? You go to the hospital. The hospital is an interesting place. There's nowhere like the hospital. When my wife was doing a house job, I would go and I would drop her off, and I would stay there for about 2 to 3 hours. Some of you should go to the hospital when you're not sick. Because when you go when you're sick, your vision is compromised. When you go when you're not sick, number one, you'll be grateful for life. You'll be grateful for your life. You'll be more grateful. And number two, you will see things in a different way. The hospital is a unique place. It's a place where you see somebody who is incredibly happy about something that the doctor has told them, sitting right beside someone that is terribly sad. Sadness and happiness sit together in the hospital. Someone just gave birth. Someone just brought their dead. So when I used to go to the hospital with my wife then, I realized how the hospital works. And sometimes I go to the emergency unit, and I'll see some people just dragging somebody, accident victim. And I just think, what was this person doing before they saw this person get hit by a car? And they had to stop what they were doing, where they were going, to carry this person to this ER of the hospital. And people would just do it, and they do it for nothing. Just like, I couldn't leave him there. I couldn't leave him there, and they carry him. Those people are humanitarians. Every hospital needs them. They get the patients there that can't come there themselves. They cannot leave somebody who has fallen. Then when you walk around the hospital, what you also see are doctors, nurses, pharmacists, people like that. Those people are laborers. They labor. The hospital cannot function without them. They are there with a skill. Somebody is paying for their time. Imagine if you get to the hospital and the doctor says, I'm closing at 6, Jerry, let me leave at 5:45. That 5:45 can be the difference between somebody dying and somebody being alive. Those people are laborers. They are very important. They are the people that labor for you to have good health. And then you see some people that go to hospitals, and what they do is just look at, there's no toilet roll in this. let's just go and give toilet roll to some pregnant women that can't afford it. See some people, their life is subpar. I say, what can we help you with? You want to buy this, they give them. Those people are charitable. You see them in hospitals. Every good hospital has people that are charitable. They come there and just say, we're going to give people in the children's unit something, just to help them with that tough period. Every good hospital should also have a place where people sell things. Because sometimes you are not sick, but you are there with someone that is ill, and then you are hungry. You shouldn't have to leave the hospital to buy food. There are people selling food in the hospital. Sometimes they ask you to go and get some things. There are people selling it. They are doing entrepreneurial work in that hospital. Then you have some people, their job is to bring posters, and they put it all around the hospital. How to avoid female genital, what do you call it? Mutilation, stuff like that. They sensitize you, advocacy about things like that, about teenage pregnancies and stuff like that. Every good hospital will tell you should have posters of things like that. How to be safe from tuberculosis. Those people are advocates. Every good hospital should have people that can come and pray with you. Whether you are sick, you are pregnant, you just lost somebody, you need spiritual guidance. You need spiritual encouragement. And every good hospital should have people that just come and clear the bill. The bill that they know some people can never pay. I remember my dad traveled abroad, I think to the US, and he had a medical emergency. That would have cost him a lot of money. But at the end of the day, when he was about to pay, they said, somebody just paid for you. Who is the person? Till today, we don't know who the person is. In the US, philanthropy. He just come and just say, I want to pay for 10 people. What are the worst cases you have here? I'm paying for everything. That is how a society works. It works when you begin to obey your truth. Not your trauma, but your truth. And I hope someone listens to this today and is encouraged today. It takes a lot of courage. But when you are courageous to follow your truth, then in the end, you would find true fulfillment. Thank you very much for your time.
Please, let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. It was a very beautiful session. I think one thing I came to understand is the fact that this session is just for us to go back and reflect and ask ourselves, am I really on the path that I should be? Because I mean, some of the issues we may be facing is that we are chasing things that are not what we are supposed to chase. I would have shared a life experience, but no, I'm not going to share anything. So this is for us to reflect, think about yourself. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be? Where am I called to? Where will I function better? And I really hope that when we are able to discover these things, we'll be able to put in our very best and transform the society. Please, let's give him a round of applause once more. Thank you very much for staying up until now. We are not done. However, we'll be done soon. We'll be done soon. Don't be afraid. We are not done, but we'll be done soon. To everybody who is still seated in this hall, I really appreciate you guys. You are the real MVPs, because a lot of people have gone, but you guys stayed. You all stayed, and you're still waiting, and I really, really appreciate you. So right about now, I'll be inviting a very special team. A very special team. Please, let's clap our hands for, we are going to have a very, very beautiful presentation here now. So be prepared to be wowed. Be prepared to be surprised. Please clap your hands as I welcome the twin bells. Please, let's keep clapping, because what they're about to do, believe me, you'll be wowed. You will really be wowed. Thank you. The stage is yours.
ti mọ́ ara mi ẹgbẹ́ra nílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ti yá ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ẹ̀gbọ́nra jìgì kátúnra mú oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ alákọ̀wé gbogbo ẹni tó ń wáṣẹ́ ọmọlé ìwé o òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀ o òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀ o. Let's go my beautiful sisters.
Òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀ òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀
òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀ o òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o jẹ́ àṣebà òwúrọ̀ o. Let's go once again.
òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀ òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe bá òwúrọ̀.
Good morning, I greet you. How do you do? Good morning, I greet you. We got some work to do. Good morning, I greet you. How was your night? Good morning, I greet you. It will be a beautiful day. If you do your work with honesty and pride, you will find your dreams coming true very soon. Said if we could be patient and live within the law, there will be much progress. Everyone will be happy. Good morning, I greet you. How do you do? Good morning, I greet you. We got some work to do. Good morning, I greet you. How was your night? Good morning, I greet you. It will be a beautiful day. ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ara mi ẹgbẹ́ra nílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ti yá ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ẹ̀gbọ́nra jìgì kátúnra mú oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ alákọ̀wé gbogbo ẹni tó ń wáṣẹ́ ọmọlé ìwé o òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o wọ́n á ṣe máa òwúrọ̀ òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre o ẹ má jẹ́ àṣebà òwúrọ̀ o. Let's go beautiful people.
òwúrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹni máa ríre o ẹni máa ríre
unnecessarily. You were nothing, I can't think it twice. Suffery, you love me gently. I'm in this for life. Oh, as I walk through the valley of the shadow, I fear none. Oh, it's your body for my body, it's your spirit for my head. I want to scream, I can't shout, I can't lose in my mind. I want it all for me. Oh, it only one for me. How do you like me say it? How do you want me to tell it? It's critical, I need your confirmation. All of these lines I'm writing, all of these thoughts I'm spilling. I need you bad, I need you not for option. You're my only option. Whoa, 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 whoa. Through the valley of the shadow, I fear no. Oh, it's your body for my body, it's your spirit for my head. I want to scream, I can't shout, I can't lose in my mind. I want it all for me. Oh, it only one for me. I want to scream, I can't shout, I can't lose in my mind. I want it all for me. Oh, it only one for me.
A round of applause. A round of applause. Wonderful. And the cap I like. Can I collect the cap? Very beautiful. Please, can we clap for them again? Keep clapping, keep clapping. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I've been not painting another one. Okay, please. Can we just clap for them again one more time? This is beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. So we would have to present this after now, but let's just take the very last panel session. Very, very important. First off, I want to appreciate all of us. You know, we've been here, we've been learning, we've been absorbing information, right? And we're about to bring it to a close. It's not a very easy feat. Can we put our hands together for ourselves? Please clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. You deserve it. Okay, thank you so very much. So for the very next session, we'll be having a panel session to wrap up the Bizcon event. How many of us you've learned something today? Can you just wave? You've learned something. Okay, how many of us have had an aha moment? That moment where you feel like, man, I didn't know this thing was like this, so wave your hand. Okay. I mean, I've had like 7. Like, it's well. Okay, so for the panel session, we're going to be calling up 2 of our panelists to have this amazing, amazing conversation with us, right? And to do that, we'll be inviting our panel host from the very first panel. Please put your hands together for her as we welcome Pearl. Please keep clapping as she comes up. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ted. I'm here again. Good afternoon. I told you I'll be back in the afternoon. I'm here again. All right, so for this particular panel session, we'll make it very brief. We've tried. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Some people have gone, but you're still here, and we really appreciate you for that. Okay, so for this panel session, one of the first person will be Mr. Danny Amara. Welcome, sir. We appreciate your coming. And Mr. Cornelius Oroke. Welcome, sir. Looking amazing, both of you. All right. So, Mr. Danny Amara, sir, you'll be taking the content creation aspect, and then Sir Cornelius, you'll be taking the investment aspect. Okay, so let me direct the first question to Mr. Danny Amara. So it says, how can local creators from places like Ebonyi State craft and package their content in a way that retains authenticity while still being palatable and competitive in global markets?
Praise the Lord.
So just smile, like like the question just.
You know, I didn't study English in school, so there are just a lot of English words there. But first, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you, Wilson, for having me. It's an honor, very big honor to be here and seeing my daddy and my big uncle and the beautiful Mrs. I celebrate you. Thank you very much. I know you're already tired, and I always love to be very. Can I stand up, please? If I want to answer my question, can I stand up? Thank you very
yes,
much.
if you
Thank
want
you.
to.
Because I dey fear small. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so your question, how to make your content still maintain
Yes, local
authenticity.
creators, yes, from places like this place, package their content for global visibility.
Okay. Is my content global? Yes, it is, by the grace of God. All right, so nice to be here. I'm Danny Amara. Very quickly, I am, just like Chris Do will say, I am a loud introvert. Well, in my own way. I've been creating content for a couple of years now, even while I was still a designer. But right now, I'm a full-time creator, not content creator. I'm a full-time creator. I'm tapping into the creator energy that I have. So, and I've been doing that for some time now, focused on it. So, from a local place, I grew up in a location where I never had lights for like 18 years or so. Never. We only had like 1-2 hours of light in the night, and that's like generator. And I did not have a phone that could make it, that could take me global per se. I had an iPhone 6, very bad camera. A couple of you might have heard me share this story. And for me, then I was still designing actively, from graphic design to branding, and then transition to product design. Very beautiful journey for me. Just exploring and feeling good. So, but for me, one of the things that have helped me through this time is, just like Daddy said, if you can discover your truth, right? So for me, I knew that I really enjoyed sharing whatever I could share. I can stand there for the next 8 hours and talk without getting tired. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very, very well. So whether it's a good camera or it's a bad camera, or there's light or there's no light, any opportunity I have, I'm always ready to share. So as long as I can put out something that will change a narrative. How do I put it now? So the goal for each content you put out, just please time me 60 seconds. The goal for each content you want to put out is for you to change anybody's or anything's perspective, or change a narrative, or bring a new perspective to something in people's mind. Per se, anything you put out, anything at all you put out, whether it's a picture or it's a video, whatever it is. So for me, that is what that's always been. So I'm not always thinking I need to make my contents go viral so that I'll have a lot of views and make a lot of money and da-da-da-da and all of that. I'm thinking, how do I make a content that will make someone see something from a better view and be pushed to take action on something? That is like my real focus. I'm not even looking out, I need to post content so that it will see it and then share it. And I'm looking at that one person, not even the 500, or just that one person that will take it in. So the advice here is, if you are looking at packaging anything as a creator, something that will really have impact even on the global scale, you have to first understand that if you have that mindset that it must go viral, you'll be restricted by default. Like, it's already a restrictive mindset. Just have it in mind that I need to change just one person. I need to put out something that one person will see, because if one person in your location takes your content and becomes a global entity, your content is global. Do we agree? If one person hears what you're saying now, like we are all here now, you've heard something, if you heard what I'm saying now, if you take what I'm saying and you implement it, and in the next couple of months, you've become an international personality, I can say that my content has gone global, right? So the goal for you should be, I really don't have to model after the people or the celebrities I see online. I just need to, who am I really? We've heard the truth talk. Who are you? What is your ikigai? Like the Japanese will call it. Your life's what? Then you make anything you make around that ikigai that you have. So each time I'm making a content, I'm like, if I make a content and I watch it, I'm like, this is not me. Oh, I don't know what is going on. I'm trying to replicate. I'm doing something that is somebody else. I'm somebody else here. I try to make that video again. So the goal is create a content that you know you can watch. I posted a video sometime and I said that I know I make good content because I can sit and watch one of my videos like 20 times before posting it, watch it again before while I'm typing the caption, and watch it again after I post it. That's how I know I make good content, because I can actually listen to myself and like tell myself, you self, you are doing well with what you are putting out. So if you make a content and you self cannot watch it, like, you know that if you want to just fast forward, I'm going to make your beside post, then you have to, there's a global entity missing somewhere inside of that content. So if you are able to find that ikigai, enjoy what you do, and know that you are making, not for the millions of persons you want, to make money from creating content is very nice, but you understand that the goal is not, money is good. Of course, make money, please, don't be poor, so I can take care of your family. But you need to have an ideology that each thing you are putting out is changing a particular mindset. It's changing something about somebody somewhere in a way. Then you pay more attention to putting out something that is true and authentic. And when you pay more attention to that, your content over time goes global. You attract the community of persons that you know are in sync with you. And if you can do that, the very few persons, you're already global. Thank you very much.
Amazing. A round of applause, please. He said content creation is not all about virality, but it's about putting out something that can change someone's narrative for the better. All right, so the next question goes to you, sir. How do investors evaluate the scalability of a business from a small market like Ebonyi State to a continental or global level? And what key things must a founder demonstrate?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so sorry I came in late, but I enjoyed Daddy's section. You know, I picked one thing from everything he said, and it's a lesson I told myself. And that lesson is, I always tell people, and I confirmed it here today, and what I tell people is, every parent are kids that had kids. Like, as you are sitting right now, you have probably not figured out your life before you had your baby. So you're not perfect. So you should just get to learn from people every day. So I learned a lot from you, sir. Thank you so much. So the question again, please. Sorry.
How do investors evaluate the scalability of a business from a small market in a state like this to a global level? And then what are the things a founder should demonstrate?
I don't know why they added me in investor, because I don't have money. I don't know, but let me just go for the question. First of all, a lot of investors check scalability of the product. Because you are solving a problem here in the East, and you want to get investors' money. You want to talk to a venture capitalist, VCs. They will check this problem you are solving here right now. Is it scalable outside this environment, outside this geography? If it's not scalable, you're not getting money. Because investors are not giving you money for free. They also want to get something in return. And as a founder, investors are checking, can your business thrive without you? Do you have an execution team that can carry out your business without you being there?
If your business cannot survive without you, you don't own a business. So when you are talking to a venture capitalist, you are talking to a venture capitalist because you are trying to convince them to get their money. And if you're trying to convince a venture capitalist, you must have proof of work, no matter how small. Show that this business was already making money before today. If you can't show that this business is making money, how do you prove to people that they should invest in you and they will get something in return? No matter how small. And your business must have structure. Your business must have structure. Even if it's all this normal app that they have on the phone. You must do your bookkeeping. You must do your accounting. You must bootstrap. You must invest back in your business. A lot of us, maybe someone like me before, when I make money, I already have things I want to buy. I want to swap my iPhone 12 to iPhone 13 because I felt I've made profits. And when venture capitalists are looking at my records, they can't give me money. They can't give me funds. Because every single time I've made profits, I tend to spend the profits instead of putting back to the business. So these are things a lot of investors or VCs will be looking at before they give you funds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause. You have to have a structure, a system, and a system of documentation for your business. And that was also one of the things during our first panel session that we spoke about in details. Okay, sir, Daniel Mara, this is to you. It's obvious that a content creator needs a combination of creative and technical skills. And wanting to learn all of this can be very overwhelming. But what are the core non-negotiable tools and skills you would advise someone who is just starting out in content creation to focus on first, especially if they want to build a global brand?
Praise the Lord again. Yes, I'm unapologetically a Christian. Anywhere, anytime. So, if you don't like it, sorry, you probably have to leave here or stay. The Holy Spirit will come upon you. All right, thank you very much. So, skills. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of skills if we want to talk about content creation, but really what I've come to find out, this has always been an issue that a lot of persons meet me with. Every time they come and say, I want to create content, I don't have this, I need this skill, I need so and all of that. And each time I feel like it's a limiting force. I mean, if you go online, if you take this question, just go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to probably give you like a list of skills, be a good video editor, do this one, you must know how to do storytelling and all of that and all of that. And when you see the list that probably AI or Google gives you, after you browse anything like that, you'll probably be discouraged. I mean, well, I want to learn all this one, I don't get time, I want to make money, I want to create content and all of that. So I always love to answer questions like this from personal experience. I believe that is the most practical way I can share anything to anyone at any time from my own experience. So I'm always open to have these experiences so that I can teach from there. So for me, when we are talking about skill, when it comes to being a creator, I believe that each of us were born with something that we are born as creators, right? I don't want to really go very biblical now, so let's just draw back. We are born as creators, so we have already the necessary things that we need to start showing up. Because each time we now start looking at, I need to get this skill, I need to get so and so, you sit back and never do anything. This was the issue for me, right? But back when I was still actively a designer, like I mentioned earlier, I had this iPhone 6, the camera was cracked. Then, one of the person, there's somebody very iconic who said that time. Then, I will go live on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday, apart from making videos. This was like 2019, 2018. I'll go live on Facebook. I wanted to just create. And persons who will come live, I mean, the one person that will come live, actually, really, the one person that will come live, which will probably be like my very close friend, or maybe my sister to just support me, you know. and the 500 persons that will watch later will not be able to see my face very clearly. You know, they will not be able to see, like, I'm trying to, like, face the light, and the crack is, like, giving me another light. I'm, like, trying to fix my light. I'm facing the light, but me, if I cannot see my face. But I'm still there saying what I'm saying. You have to, for you to be relevant globally, you have to do so and so, show up, you have to make money, I'm doing all of that preaching and all of that. I've always enjoyed doing live sessions. I mean, I've been privileged to host my daddy here. I always enjoy it. You know, I enjoy it so much that I just want to do, whether I have it or not. So the advice I always give when we talk about skill, especially when it comes to being a creator, is this. Please don't let the fact that you don't have the same skills. I mean, you need to be a good storyteller. You have to anybody here can learn how to edit with CapCut in like an hour. You can just understand it and just do all of the cut and join. But don't let the mastery of those skills hinder you from creating. That's the angle I want to approach this question from. Just start creating. What happens is, I'm a very curious person. Sometimes my very close friends will tell me that it's too much. So even some things that don't really concern me, I just want to have an idea about it. Like, so that when I enter rooms and conversations are going on, I can find a way to contribute, no matter how little. So if I have the opportunity to learn something new, I pick it up. Like today, when the break was going on, they're just having conversations there. Me, I'm listening. I really want to learn. If it's the only time that, I mean, I've learned something about accounting that you need to have. I've forgotten the abbreviation, but I'll probably research it later. But you can be able to get something for you to be a chartered accountant. I learned that today while just paying attention. I was just there, just listening. So I'm a very curious person. I just want to hear, let me read, let me see. So that is how I approach being a creator as well. You just have to be curious about creative. Just create first. Just make something. Just make something first. Leave all of the skills. Make something, do it again. I said this in one of the quick gist hangout that I was invited for last month. I said, record yourself. Just talk to the camera for like 1 minute. Just talk. After talking, don't listen to yourself till after 24 hours. Take back your phone after 24 hours. Play the video, but don't look at your face. Just listen to your voice. I mean, this is how you can build a better skill. If you are looking for the best way to really do that, just listen to your voice. After you do that, raise your phone, look at your video, but put off the mic, the audio, so you can see your gestures. You can see how you express. You can see, can you understand yourself? You by yourself, can you understand yourself? Then you can now do your transcription. That's the third thing, and now look at the fillers that you had while you were talking. So the goal for you is I just create first. In Pidgin, in Igbo, come just make it first. Come make it something first. Let me make something. Make it. Listen to it first. If you're not confident with what you made, post it. You think I'll say you should not post it? Post it. If you're not confident, post it first. What you are doing now, I go back to speak of track record. You know, there are opportunities that this has gotten me over time. I just go and take back. See, I've been making content since 2018. I've been doing stuff. Not be today, and I'm not even where I want to be yet. I've not even started. That's the funny thing. You get, so when we are talking about skills, just start making. As you make it, what happens is, just be very curious. What happens is, as you keep making contents, as you keep creating, you now begin to realize that, okay, I need to learn this. It becomes minor things to you because you're already making something. You don't say, okay, for me to do better with this, I need to learn how to edit with Premiere Pro, or I need to learn how to edit with CapCut, or I need to learn how to be a better storyteller. But if you are waiting till you have all of the skills, you will never create. So the more you create, you get feedback, and things keep going up there. You keep going and going and going. But if you want all of the skills listed out, you probably can browse that. But I'm here to tell you one thing. Please, just create first. The more you create, the more you realize that you need to get better. You get better, you keep creating, and like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Keep creating content. On your way there, you will find out what you need, and you will start putting those skill sets together. Thank you very much, sir. All right, sir, over to you. Given the funding gap in emerging markets, How can businesses creatively bootstrap or leverage non-traditional sources like crowdfunding, diaspora investors, grants to actually grow globally?
I want to ask you a question. Do you want to be part of a business that will grow and die locally, or the one that will grow and go global? Which one do you want to be part of? Okay, a lot of times, we Nigerians or Ebonians, we want to own a business 100%. We just want to write CEO on our status. With how many board of directors? So a lot of times I feel like collaboration will take you far. I see lots of lounge, club in Abakaliki. What over 600 million, 500 million, 200 million? They could build similar structure in Lagos State. You could choose to collaborate with someone who owns a land in a strategic location and build that same structure. Even if you earn up to 30% or 20% from the business, you will earn more than what you earn here in Abakaliki. And the business will still go global. So, if with local investors in, I want to get the last part of the question, please, sorry.
Okay, it says, how can businesses creatively bootstrap or leverage non-traditional sources?
All right, thank you. Like I said before, bootstrapping. You have to keep every single money you make from your business. Whatever money you make from your business, you have to put it back in your business. If you don't put it back, you can't grow. I'm an OTC trader. I facilitate transactions for a lot of companies. And I started with as low as 5 million naira. And if I start with 5 million naira, I make, let's say, 2 naira margin or 5 naira margin. Back then when things were good. If I make 5 naira margin, let me use $10,000 as an example. If I make 5 naira margin, that means I make 50,000 naira in every $10,000 I complete. If I keep this 50,000 naira every single day, I will have around 1.5 million naira in a month. 1.5 million naira, maybe by 10 months, I will have 15 million naira. That means I have another $10,000 to be able to complete my transactions. Now, next year, I have $20,000 to start the year. I will no longer make 50,000 naira. I will make 100,000 naira. At the completion of the first month, I will have 3 million naira. And by the year ending, I will have almost 36 million naira. Starting of the following year, I'm starting with almost $30,000. I started with $10,000. Now, as an OTC trader, I'm hedging my funds and I'm keeping some in dollars. So with the issue of the Nigerian rate, I made more money when the rate became volatile. So if I was not bootstrapping, investing back in my business, probably maybe I was doing things my colleagues were doing. Maybe I will not have so much capital to run my business today. Then again, like I said, collaboration. In the Web3 society, we have a lot of people who write scripts. We have a lot of people who do content. We have a lot of things, a lot of works in Web3. There's a guy, he's a good content writer. Very good one. And there's this another friend who is very good at marketing people. And this guy that is a good content writer, do you know what he did? He doesn't know how to talk to people. He's an introvert. But the other guy knows how to talk to people. So he created a company, like an agency company, and he was always marketing that guy like he never knew the guy. If he comes to you, he will market the guy, telling you that there's a guy that is very good. Acting like he has never met the guy before. And he will sell the guy to you without selling the guy to you. You know, a lot of times we like acting, we like discovering things. That is the best form of marketing I believe in. You see people like Yemoli when they were advertising for sporty bets. They were never telling you to use sporty bets. They were using sporty bets, and people were capturing them maybe unawares. And you feel like you are the one who discovered that betting platform. So that was the kind of marketing strategy the guy was using for this guy. And on X right now, he's like the biggest guy on content writing. And he writes globally. So if you bootstrap, you have more money. Because this is the only traditional source where you can get money if you don't have access to venture capitalists. And when you keep record of your transactions, you can talk to your friends. We have a lot of VCs, local VCs in the Ebonyi states. People who have so much money looking for other things to invest in. We have people in diaspora that are working every single day who are looking for how to invest back at home. If you're able to show workings, if you're able to show that you could make 1% out of this money. When I started making $10,000, somebody who believes in me, who have seen my record, was able to give me $100,000. And sincerely speaking, that is because my records were there. I can't tell people that I can do this. You only show them proof. And with that proof is what they call market validation. You have to show them that this thing works. Thank you.
Amazing. Show workings. Show workings. Nobody's going to believe what you're saying. You will not explain and not have evidence. As you're explaining, you should be having evidence. All right. So this will be the last question for the session. Sir, with the rapid rise of AI and automation in creative industries, how can today's content creators stay future relevant and avoid becoming obsolete in a global content economy?
Praise the Lord again. Yes, AI. So I would say this, please make sure that you find that it says podcast. I think there's one particular one I can remember where he talked about AI and how if it is taking over our jobs or not and all of that. Please make sure you find that and listen to it. You will learn so much from it. Please make sure you do. All right, so for me, as a creator, one thing I believe is no matter how much and how vast AI gets to become, it doesn't have the capability to take over my originality and authenticity, my job, in quotes. It can't. Why is because I am Daniel and AI is AI, right? You just have to understand that. It's as simple as that. I'm Daniel and AI is AI. So the only thing that can happen is just like he said, me and AI will collaborate. If not, I'll push you away. So either we collaborate or you leave the place for me. So I can't be here, and so I have to find a way to use you, and you too, you find a way to also gain from me. Probably look, if you can, become as emotional as I can be, which you can't. You don't have the capacity to be emotional. You know, maybe in the closest future that will be possible. So I understand this, and each time I make any content, I mean, you have to conform to the, okay, Bible says do not conform to the pattern of the world. Don't conform. But then you have to be in sync with what is going on in the technological age. I mean, you have to understand what AI really is, understand how you need to implement it. It's as simple as, I mean, if you use CapCut and you do all of those auto CapCuts, auto captions generation, you're already using AI, as little as that. If you do, I mean, there are little ways you use it, but you really, once again, be curious. I say this again because if you are curious, you be very intentional to like really discover how can I use this. But please understand that AI should be a tool that you bring in to increase the speed of your productivity and your dishing out of whatever information or anything you want to dish out. It should just increase the speed because it has the speed. You might not be able to work at the speed of an AI, but the AI cannot also work with the kind of emotions that you have. You understand the emotions, you have it, You are the human there. AI is machine. You are the human being. So it's a collaboration thing. Collaborate, understand that this will make it faster for me. And then, so you bring your idea, you this AI, and me, I bring my energy and make it. The truth is, once again, is the truth. You see all of those AI-generated contents, I still believe that there's a lot of work to do with that. It doesn't still have enough power as a human will have. Let's say you see all of those ads that you see AI, and just sitting like that and talking, and you get bored. I don't know if it's just me, but I get bored watching it, you know. So the emotion is very important. So find a way to integrate into your system. Integrate it. In Igbo. Integrate it into your system. And then be more productive and even produce better things. Use AI in sync together with AI. I mean, you can go anywhere you want to go. You can go global. But one thing is certain. AI will never take my own job. I don't know about you, but will never take my own job. Thank you.
Do well to collaborate with AI to get the results you want more efficiently and effectively.
Sorry, please. Can I just add one thing?
Okay.
Since this is my last question, right?
You still have one question from the house.
Okay, from the house. Let me just answer this. Let me just say this. This is totally different from the question. There's always one question. How many of us are creators here? Please raise your hand very quickly. Creators. I don't mean you like if you do full-time content creation, raise your hand. But if you're a creator, just raise your hand. So please note this. This is very important. As a creator, understand that. I mean, the question is, how do I monetize what I create? Is a very important question. That's very important. And I believe we have not talked about this. So here's what I want you to do. I did this with somebody that is in this place, and the person saw that it's possible. Just something to understand is you need to be very intentional. If you really want to build a big vision, from a small business to a big vision, you have to be very intentional. You can't do that from playing in your house. You can't just wake up and say you want to do TikTok dance, and that's what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. You know, okay, entertain us, that's fine, but vision is way more than just coming to dance on TikTok. Do you agree with me? Vision is way more than that. I mean, you've seen Mr. Raymond talk very amazing, crazy things that are happening, things that you have seen outside. While we're having conversations there, he was sharing some things, both here and Mr. Auchi, and things there is beyond just dancing in front of the camera. If you are still there wasting time in our TikTok, all of us will be in another place. All right? So what I'm saying is to say that when it comes to monetization, do this. Understand that you have to be intentional. Do this for yourself. This is very practical. So write this down as I say it. In the next 3 months, write down 30 persons that you know have the capacity to be your client, potential client. Write this down as I say it before you miss it. In the next 3 months, write down, in fact, today, write it down, but this is what you're going to do in the next 3 months. Write it down, 30 potential clients that you know. These are persons that have your money. If I want to do, these people have my money. Write their names. Now you can do more than 30, but do 30, 10 for each month. If you can do 10 per day, really. I do this most times. A lot of times when I need money and I know there's no job coming, I just sit down, I check, okay. Let me message this so 10 persons. One team must fall out. One must fall out. This is, so write down 30. Just begin small. When you're writing down, write down their name, their email, their social media handle, everything they do. These are persons that you know have the capability or the capacity to employ you or to hire you for something, for a job. It could be one time, it could be full time. Do that, write it down. When you write it down, now what I want you to do is reach out to all of them. Craft out a very simple message. It should be very simple. Don't go ahead to see. Just craft out a conversation starting message. I not say you sell yourself. Don't sell yourself. Don't be too salesy. Craft out a conversation starting message. Very short. Don't make it too big. They hold your money. If you talk too much, they don't go view your message. So make it very short. This is very important for creators. Craft it out. The one you craft that you can send to Wilson or anybody that you know has real-time experience. Let them review it. When they review it, send it out to those 10 persons per month. They will reply your message. What you are doing is you are telling them, okay, remember you might not have experience. The goal for you is to have experience. So what you do now is This is collaboration. I want it to be a brand. I want it to be a brand collaboration. Let's collaborate. I can do this for your business. I see you do this. I can do this for your business. And so I can create so and so. Do this so and so. Let's have a call. If you can, if you are very comfortable with calls, please, everybody should be comfortable with having sales calls. Practice that. Do that every time. Do it every time. Do it every time. Do it every time. I say again. Do sales calls. So do that. For those 10 people, when they reply, you follow it up, book a call, get on a call, secure a brand collaboration. It could be free. It could just be that they will handle maybe just your transportation. It could be anything. Just do that, have proof of work, generate it, then do it for the next 10. You can do it for a little fee. Then the last 10, do it for your real fee. When you now do it over time, you see that you have people to work with. As a creator, don't say that, if I keep creating, nobody's replying, nobody's DMing me. I'm going to go and work. Do work. Put in the effort. So if you do this practically, please take note of what I said. Even if it's a business you have, even if you're not a creator, reach out to those persons. Say them, I want to give you a test of so and so products. Just make sure you give me a review. Do a video, post it on your social media, or do a video and send to me. Let me do this, do this. Do it. First 10, free. Second 10, little fee. Third 10, big money. Charge whatever you want to charge. And when you did now, you'll be encouraged to keep doing it. You see it works. Thank you.
When you practice it, you see that it works, right? Okay, sir. We have a question for you here. Yes, you. That's like the last question. The person said, could you help mentor those in the house who aspire to start content creation immediately?
Praise the Lord. Okay, so I'm going to be very sincere with everybody. I'll be sincere with you. This season of my life is incredibly busy. I'll be sincere. I have the September content creation coaching that I'm currently running. I'm still yet to have a couple of clients. I'm still yet to meet up. You can call me a traveler now. I've just been traveling, trying to be the best I can and do the much I can. But here's what I'll tell you. Truthfully, reach out to me. Yes, I'll do it. Just reach out to me. Yes, I'll do it. Why I'm changing my mind now is they say something upstairs. As long as you know you have it, give it out. Don't wait for the government. So that thing just rang in my head now. So reach out to me. We'll talk about it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so if you know you're that person that asked that question, please reach out. He is availing himself to help us out. Okay, sir, please, if you have any last words for us. You've told us about venture capitalism, how to bootstrap and all of those, making investments back into your business and all of those. So please, if you have anything else you want to tell us before we close this panel session.
All right, thank you for that. Relationship. I believe so much in relationship. And I always tell people that you should have a football team if you want to go far. And that football team, you need to have a defender, you need to have a striker, you need to have a midfielder, you need to have a reserve team. For example, a defender, everybody is important in this life. You see those set of guys that you feel like did not go to school, always fight. Those are the set of people you can call upon if they touch you for streets. They are very important. And people like keepers are like your mother, your girlfriend, your wife. They are very important. These people remind you of your journey in life, that you need to keep track of what you wrote last year. You said you were going to start gym, Cornell. You never did go gym. Waiting happen. These people does not necessarily need to have money. And you need a midfielder in your life. Midfielders are very important. They give you assists. There are people in life that anybody who wants to meet, they know somebody that knows somebody, or they are the one who knows those persons directly. They are very important in your life. You are going to live this life only once. You will not live it twice. So don't gamble with your friendship. Don't gamble with the set of people you mingle around. If you mingle around people who are cheating, you're going to cheat. Just forget about telling yourself that you will dodge away from it. So if you mingle around people who have this assist, anytime you have issues, they have people to connect you to. And you need a striker in your life. Strikers are people who come through every single day. People you can call. Alpha guy, I did stranded. If you don't have a striker, believe me, I don't know what you're doing. You need to change your circle of friends, even in your business. And they have the reserve team. You see, the reserve team is very, very important. I have the reserve teams in my contacts. I don't call them every single time. I only service that relationship. Every December, I probably take cow or probably take anything I can afford and go and greet them. These people come through for you at most important time in your life. You can wake up, you need 2,000 naira today, you call these people. You are going to spoil that relationship. And again, like I said before, relationship is very important. And you have to do whatever you can at anywhere you find yourself. I've never been a photographer. I've never handled camera. And I don't look like one. But what if I tell you I'm the media consultant to the Minister for Works? You won't believe it, right? But I am. When they started looking for someone who is going to take this job, I went with a car that doesn't belong to me. And so many people were with gadgets, different kind of equipment. It was Honorable Barrister Choman, who is it then, Commissioner for Commerce and Industry. And I went with my friend's car, just to claim high class. I went to their office. Everybody was defending whatever they wrote. I don't write my own from ChatGPT. I don't even feel defend them. But I just they wait for my turn. So when it got to my turn, something in my mind, I told her that I feel like the government can't afford me. And she was like, afford you care. So she said, what's the price? And I told her I don't want to say the price in front of my colleagues. I only know one person there, my guy for us. I'm not a photographer. So she gave me a business card. I went home and I tested her. And since then, I've employed 2 people from those crowd who came to get the job. So in life, you have to be very strategic with your business. You might be very smart, but if you're not strategic, you're not going to go far. You get? So what I'm leaving with you today is change your circle of friends. If you look at your friends and you feel like you don't have this circle of friends, this team I mentioned now, that you don't have it within your friend, just change your circle of friends. Even you, they should change you if you're not contributing anything. It's not all about everybody. Even you, check what you they contribute for that your friend life. So please, thank you so much, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you so much, Sir Cornelius. Thank you so much. Sir, please, 30 seconds for you to just say
Last words, very important. Before I leave here, please, I would really love to take a picture with everybody. If you see me, take a picture with me. Then why I'm saying this is this. To say this, on my Twitter profile, you see something, build in public. I believe so much in this. So anything you are doing, make sure you are building in public. Build in public. If you stay in your house and you are doing anything you are doing, nobody's seeing you. Nobody will reach out to you. So what? Build in public. Say that with me. Build in public. Say it again. Build in public. BIP. Don't forget this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. A round of applause, please, for our panelists. Thank you very much. Okay, sir.
Please, a round of applause for the panelists. Please, let's make it bigger. Make it bigger as they go down to their seats. Make it bigger. Is it my turn now?
Okay, please, thank you very much. Please, another round of applause for the panel session. Thank you so very much for that awesome session. And for the person that's getting the mentorship, hold Danny, hold him, just hold him. Okay, so thank you so much. We've come to the very end of this event for today. Can we put our hands together for ourselves again? Thank you so much. We want to appreciate all of our speakers, our panelists. Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate those of us that made one or two sacrifices to be here. Thank you so much. We want to thank our participants. Thank you so very much. You've been here. Some persons came here as early as 7 a.m. I was so shocked. That is intentionality. And I know that we're going to run and get results with all of this, right? Now, before we wrap it up, call it a day, right? We want to just give a word of appreciation to every one of our sponsors for this event. Okay, so
a very big thank you to our sponsors, Ike Lechoba Foundation.
Please
Thank
clap.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Limb Simple. I mean, someone is going home with a free ticket to Limb Strategy Conference. Thank you very much. Thank you, Smith Animations, for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mars
Let's appreciate
Energy.
them. Let's appreciate
Thank
them.
you
Thank
for
you
your
so
support.
much.
Thank you, Quick Waka. Thank you for how you've helped in funding this program. Thank you, Ozzy Tech Engineering. Thank you, Spring Sentia. Your hair products are amazing. I would like to try them out. Thank you, Brutis Cafe. Thank you, Florenza Touch. Thank you, Fresh Concepts. Thank you, Cinematics. And a very big thank you to Concierge Dentistry NG. Thank you very much for your support towards this program. We really appreciate. We could not have done it without your support. It's a very big thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And finally, before we call our convener to just close us for the day, we want to announce yet another illuminating event. As a matter of fact, this one is called Illumine. Yeah, this is going to be happening on the 20th of September 2025 at Real Exclusive Palace. I was discussing with my co-host there when we're looking at it. She said, I'm not sure this is going to be free. I said, it's not free. Only for us to look below the flyer and we saw register for free. So I'm like, wow, this is a lot. So the ushers would pass the flyers. Let's do well to get them. Let's do well to register. These are the events that, show us more possibilities and allow us to explore ourselves to the very end of our limits, like Mr. Ezekiel said. So with a round of applause, let's welcome our convener, my boss, in the person of Wilson Owa. Please keep clapping until he gets here. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I don't know who is hosting this, but I see. Now, the reason why I wanted to say something on this is because you don't know that particular meeting that will unlock your future. I am a sucker for attending meetings. I don't like attending free events. But then, if you have to, if you see it anywhere, I used to enter night bus. Why people are saying that traveling by night bus was dangerous. Me, Raymond Okpani, used to enter and go to Lagos and be part of what they are doing there and collect it, and I'll still come back in this same Abakaliki and we will still be here smiling. All the people that thought it was dangerous to travel by that time, till now, some of them don't have passports. If you have to be here, trust me, be here. I am supposed to have gone back. I didn't even know. I think it was Nikki that mentioned this to me in Abuja. Nikki. I was supposed to go back on Friday. But now, because of this thing now, I won't travel again. Because I'll stay back and attend. That's how I love attending knowledge events. So I'd like to see you guys there. If you take selfie here, let's take selfie there on Saturday. Don't joke with your life. I told you guys there is a design for us to fail, but we must fight our way out.
Please, a round of applause for Mr. Ray. Please, let's give big now. Okay. I mean, some people, when they got here, they passed me. They did not greet me because I was not looking like the person that they saw on the banner, on the flyer. But to God be the glory. We don't look like what we've been through. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you who has been here from the beginning up until this point. I'll be mixing it, I'll be mixing it. So thank you so much. A special thank you to Mr. Cornell right here. Please, a round of applause to him. While we were cracking our heads about the mobility of our speakers, how we're going to do the airport rights and all that, he volunteered his car and that of his friends to help us with all that errand. And I really don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Tola Alavi, I'm so grateful that you could make it, and I'm so grateful that you honored my invitation. And I'm especially proud because I can add it to my CV. I'm the first person to bring Tola Alavi to the Southeast. Alright. It's a huge feat for me because, I mean, one of the things I can tell you that has worked for me, because why I'm saying this is because everything that happens in our lives are contextual. You know, it's peculiar to a person. That might not work for you. You know, some of you might be reaching out to people networking, asking about certain things, and they tell you the things they've done and the things they do, and you might try to do that, and it doesn't work for you. It doesn't mean that the knowledge doesn't work. It just means maybe it doesn't work for you. So you've got to figure out a particular pattern or what works for you. Do we understand? So it's not just all in the knowledge you've gathered from here. You also need to discover yourself. And just like Mr. Tola Labi encapsulated earlier, he said, discover your truth. I mean, if you didn't take anything away from this meeting, just always remember the fact that there's a truth inside you, and that is something you have to build on. I met Mr. Tola Labi virtually. This is the first time we're seeing face to face. I mean, due to this meeting, this is the first time we're seeing face to face. I met him in 2020 during COVID, you know, while COVID got us all buried in our phones and all that. So a lot of us, a design community I belong to, decided to host an online event for 3 days. He was one of the speakers. And then some of the things he said there began to change my mindset towards design business, you know. And then that's how I reached out to him and asked him a question. And I was like, sir, at the time, you know, designers here, I mean, so if you still charge 3K, 5K for logo, I pray God helps you. So we were still charging all that peanuts. And then I reached out to him. I was like, sir, how do I scale my price from where I am right now to this? He just said, for you to move from this point to this point, you must be ready to go hungry. I mean, that was unexpected. But then he said, you must be ready to go hungry. And you know, the first thought would be, this is what feeds me. So why will I go hungry? So, but then, on applying that little strategy, I created a rate card, and then when somebody DM'd me after that period, while after refusing a lot of offers and all that, the person went for the highest price, what I thought was my highest rate. You know, somebody went for that price. Then it only unlocked my mind to that these things are possible. Do you understand? The reason why we've brought you into this room is, I mean, you were listening to Mr. Cornell call $10,000, $100,000. I mean, calling like. So it's just for us to understand what is possible, what is normal. I mean, Mr. Ray has been to over 25 countries, and it is also possible for you. That's why we brought these people to this meeting, so that you can look at their lives and see what's possible for you too. I wanted to say praise the Lord. So I want to especially thank Mrs. Chimdi Oji. Chimdi, please celebrate Chimdi Oji. She's been amazing. We've worked together for 3 years now. Yes, we worked together for 3 years now. Her husband happens to be my client, at least one of the only 2 clients I have in Ebonyi State. So, and when they got married, I was like, so you don't go find partner in crime to attack me. And she's been doing exactly that. And then, I mean, we all need that kind of client that helps us. You know, some of us can be really proud, but we also need somebody that always is not afraid to ginger us. I'm very, very excited to meet you, and thank you for being here. Danny Amara, please celebrate Danny Amara. It's been awesome knowing him. I mean, there is nothing that would have made me connect with Danny except for the practicality of the things he said. I don't know if you understand. Except for the practicality of the thing, he does what he's saying. That is why he's here, because I've seen that these things he says, he does them, and that is why I brought him here to also share those insights with you. And I in no small way appreciate them. Please celebrate Dynamara for me. In a very special way, I want to thank Miss Angela Odo. Please celebrate Miss Angela Odo. Miss Angela Odo was my lecturer, was my project coordinator, and I sent her the DM about a week or 2 weeks ago and told her about the event. She told me that she would try and see if she can make it, and reached out yesterday and said she would love to be in the meeting. I thank you, ma, for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Please celebrate her for me. And again, from 9:30 up to this point, my pastor has been sitting here. My pastor has been sitting here, and please celebrate my pastor for me. You might be wondering why I didn't mention him at first, but I wanted to thank him in a special way because someone that knew me from when I was 5 years old. So he has actually watched me grow. So it's really, it means a lot to me. And also in a special way because he gave me most of the opportunities I've had to grow in my craft. Because I can remember in 2016 when I started designing and I just told him, sir, please, I want to redesign our church billboard. Don't pay me, just bring the money for printing. He said, Bawahala. And he gave me the money, I did the design, and I printed. And since then, he has trusted me with every creative work with the church. And that also has given me the opportunity to grow in my craft. And, that is something most of you have to learn from. It is the things you do for free are a learning curve for you. You don't have to actually gain immediately from it. Just use it as a learning curve, and then you begin to put a price to it. And I want to celebrate my pastor for availing me the opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Very special way, Mr. Nicky. Thank you, Mr. Nicky, for making the connection with Mr. Cornelius possible. I celebrate you, sir. Thank you so much. And the One Youth family, Mr. Uche is not here, so I'll thank you guys on his behalf. Uche actually made, in a small way, made the program possible because of his support and sponsoring some of the One Youth volunteers to be here. I know all those kind of support encourages you to do stuff like this. All right. In the beginning, the registrations were really low. My team and I were also wondering how we're going to take care of all these bills and all. But when those supports started coming, we saw that okay, there's a chance that we could do this, and then now we have done it. So we have done it. So. Please help me celebrate the amazing Minister Jennifer and the Cherubs for being here. They are my second family. I used to say this a lot. They are my second family. And if you really enjoyed what you saw earlier on, you can have a taste of some more next week Friday. We're having Spirited Sound 7.0 next week Friday. And if you're a regular, you know what that means. It's both a mix of worship, an amazing time in God's presence. And I also want to thank every one of you participants that have found the time to be here. Like Dobart said, some of you were here as early as 7 a.m. Like I opened my phone and saw by 7:52, some people were already posting that they were here. And I'm really glad that we made this meeting start on time, because if you were not here, we couldn't have started without you. So you came on time and it was possible for us to begin on time. And I really appreciate that. Please celebrate yourself. And lastly, Mr. Ray, when he was speaking, he said there was a birthday offer he was talking about. It is going to be an inner circle kind of meeting. Some of you know me through some of the inner circle meetings that I hold. Mr. Danny has been there. Some of you have been in those meetings, and you know they are really impactful. They are really packed, and it's not something you want. This time around, it's not me because I'm too tired to host anything again. So, but my boss, my boss and my mentor will be doing something next week, 17th. Yes, 17th is what? Wednesday. That's 17, yeah? So you can reach out to me. The fee is at a very discounted price. Just a full day, like a full day. It's 7 hours or a full day. 7-hour session. You can just come and sit down for 7 hours. You know, when we started this thing, it was in 2023 with Nikki and some other guys. We just started this but we found out that these things have helped us. You know, you just come in, you unpack. Some people just come and tell you their problem. Like the last meeting we had, somebody said closing was our problem, and we did a practical call, sales call, and and showed her how it is done. So it is also another opportunity for you to learn something. Learn something on demand. One thing I've learned so far is that we need to learn on demand. You need to learn on demand. Those knowledges you get on demand are usually the most useful. All right. So next week, Wednesday, the class will be holding, and you need to reach out to me. If you come through me, you'll be getting access to the event at 15,000 naira only. It's a full day session, and it will be really worth it. I hope that you reach out and okay, please help me celebrate my supervisor, Dr. Arwa Okomaka. He just walked in. He has been he has been communicating with me about his tight schedule. He just had to leave an executive meeting just to be here before we close. And I really, really appreciate you coming, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Um, and finally, thank you for making Bizcon happen. This was something I birthed out of the need to provide the people in my community, which is Abakaliki, the opportunities to quality and high network individuals, just as the people seated right in front of you, who can help them bridge the gap they have between themselves and strategy, and also provide you the massive inspiration you need to build yourself personally, grow your business, and build your entrepreneurial life. And I hope that you've really, really learned something from this meeting. Has this meeting been impactful to you? Has it been impactful to you? So I really appreciate you guys made it possible, and in no small way, you people have been talking to me about Bizcon 2026. It is something my team and I will have to discuss and figure out if we have the limits to go again. But I do hope so that we will go again, and it will be bigger than it is right now. So once again, thank you for all coming, and I really wish you a safe journey back to your desired destination in Jesus' name. Thank you. Please don't forget to take pictures, network.
Listen, I call my brother for phone. They ask him how he dey be. He tell me say, man, everywhere don't red and get a CD. I tell her say no worry, as long as say we know the mortuary. See, we dey alive, we still dey breathe. That's something where I believe. See, God no go shame us. God no go shame us. God no go shame us. The blessing go loud, you go worry the neighbors. God no go shame us. God no go shame us.